Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Sim Airport. Let's get this show going. So in this episode, what I want to do is I really want to focus on seeing what we can do about getting these things out on time. So how are the flights for today going? It's the first flights of the day. This one is gonna be a bit of a challenge to get done. So A10, need to have a look at what's going on in A10. Let's up one level ever so quickly. They are boarding. There's still like 100 minutes left, but yeah, 400 passengers is not an easy one for us to get. And again, with all of these people hanging around. So, is it the fact? Okay, let's have a quick look. The information kind of display. So we're really limiting our information to this section. Maybe what we need to do is provide tons more information everywhere we go. Okay, so that's one thing that I think we should do. How's this going? Almost up at 300. Let's have a quick look. If we say highlight passengers, so we've still got passengers kind of hanging everywhere and slowly making their way to the spots. If we go down to the lounge, so there's one coming up. Are there any people in the lounge for that flight? No people in the lounge for that flight. So what's going on here? So this person, I don't know, is that person lost, or what is that person trying to achieve here? Hanging around, doing nothing major. So it's like 60 minutes left. Oh, actually heading through there now. Oh, going for a coffee. Are these things too busy? I'm wondering if that's part of the issue. I'd certainly get there. The challenges clean things up pretty quickly. So let's see how this is going now. We're 40 minutes left and we're waiting for 12 more passengers. No, 10. I think we're going to make it on this one. Yeah, I think we're going to make it. 3 more and we don't know where they are. Highlight those passengers. Oh, here they come. Here they come. All 3 of them with a few minutes to spare. So really about the 400 and maybe 20 mark is where we're at. Okay, so these are pretty big and busy flights now. Let's see these guys. So that one went out on time. There's another 420 over there. So that one should be able to make it, I'm hoping. And these are all kind of doing their thing. This airport is pretty busy. Okay, what I wanted to do is let's quickly grab the info displays. Maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not too sure what are the real factors over here. Oops, wrong button over there. So if I rotate that, I want to make sure that we've got some proper info display all the way through the airport. It needs to be kind of available wherever you go. Yeah, something like that. Maybe even something like that, and something like that at the end over there. Let's rotate to the other side too, like so, like that. A little bit in there. I'm also thinking let's do some signage in here. Can we put it up behind these guys? We cannot, so let's see about squeezing in some over here. Hopefully with more information available. If we do some signs like that, it looks weird to have it like this. Anyway, so even information signs in the bathrooms is what we're gonna do. Something like that. Like that. I want to make sure that we've got proper information everywhere now to hopefully get people to their flights on time. That is the plan. Okay, so hopefully that gives us tons more spots for information. The guys will be putting them in. So let's quickly have another look. How are we going? Those flights all got out in time. Absolutely. So we're tracking well. This one didn't get out on time. 420 is just too much. Just too much for 420. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully those info signs will do its thing. Okay, let's get some floor stuff going on over here. Again, I'm looking for something. So I used the floor 14 or something, right? Floor 14 on the other one. Shall we do maybe like a stone 8C through this section of the terminal? Right, and I'm pretty keen on wow, that's expensive. Well, let's just run it up here. Wow, that's expensive. Anyway, let's start getting our flooring in here. It's going to take the guys a while to get that in, so we'll do it little by little over there. Hopefully our info signs are in there now. How's the info looking? It's starting to look better. It is starting to look better. There's a few more that needs to be installed over here, but I'm hoping with this installation it's better. I think I should also start installing them all the way over there. Okay, and you know what I think we should do? So this is pretty poor. Definitely we need to install some signs over here. So switch that off and let's get some more of the info signs. I just want to get the info signs everywhere. Oh, there's some of those other kind of advertising signs that that can also help things out a little. Okay, so let's just double up on these on both sides, so that'll help at least a little bit. Some information over there. Let's do a few of them, something like that. So there's a few more information signs right there. I'm kind of thinking we throw up a few info signs at the back over here, so these guys can see what's going on. I'm also thinking what we'll do is so I'm kind of thinking maybe what we do is this. What is this one? Extra larger display unit with improved area effect. So if we do that, I'm thinking this is the one for us. If we do that, we should have people, as they pass through here, being able to see where they should be going. I'm also thinking, how am I gonna put some signs up here? I don't think we are able to put them in there anywhere. Are we just doing kind of this thing? But we're wondering what we do here. This is a little bit of a tough one. Okay, what I'm going to do at the very least, I'm going to plop some signs up like that. So there's at least a little bit more information available for people to make use of. And then I'm kind of wondering whether well, actually, what we'll do is we'll plop in a few of these. Like so. Yeah, I think that's a good one. So that'll help with some, at least, I think. Some help over there. Shall we add some signs like that? If we add some signs like that, I'm hoping that'll help things out a little bit too. Hopefully that gives us a little bit more information available in all of these spots. What I'm going to do here is plop at least some signage in this way. So there's some availability of information in this general area. hopefully that helps. If they start putting these things in, hopefully we can get people through a little bit quicker because of information availability. So there's good information there. There's decent information in that area. Maybe that is what we needed all along. If we look over here, there's some information going on over here. Maybe not perfect. Actually, since it's not perfect, let's try and get it up to perfect by adding some more of the E. Oh, we cannot. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. There's enough information. I think there's enough information. This flooring has been put in. It's looking pretty good. Pretty grey and normal, like an airport. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to do is maybe even put some information signs to the back here. So we'll do something like that at each one of these. Something like that. Yeah, as much as we can. Let's get the information available for these guys to have a look at. Wherever we can put some of these in, we'll do it just so that there's more information available. Not that these areas are generally the problem, I think. Yeah, there's nothing's going to squeeze in there. Have some squeeze in there. There we go. I'm hoping we can now... Okay, so I think that is a pretty good distribution of information signs all over the show. How did we track with other flights? The rest of the day has been pretty good, and we don't have any more like 400s coming, so we should be able to get practically everything through with one kind of failure. What was this? Oh, these were late departures, right? Oh, these were late. Why were they late? I don't quite understand why these guys were late. Were they just waiting for passengers? Okay, hang on. So we didn't do that well. I was looking at the wrong kind of little thing here. Departure is... It's getting close to departure. Okay, let's grab the flooring and let's do the other side of this. Okay, flooring. It's like floor... stone 8, right? Stone 7. It was stone 8C is what I was doing. Spending millions. Oops, that's not actually at the end there. Start at the end, run it all the way down here. Get some flooring in here, good stuff. Get all of that done. I think that can be a different floor. But all of this I feel needs to be the same. And let's finish off that top section over there. And then that should be it for, well, not it. We still need bathrooms and things like that. But let them focus on getting that done. It's going into the night now anyway, so that's pretty good. There's a lot of people sitting around, hanging around over here. Let's have a quick look. 165, that's plenty. 50 minutes, and that's almost there. So what I would imagine, are these people sitting around probably waiting for this guy. Yeah, that's what's happening. They're already through waiting for this guy. So if we go down, I don't think there's anybody coming through security anymore, right? So everybody is just gonna, yeah, making their way out of here, so that's fine. Let's go up a level. Let's quickly have a look at what's going on over here. No people queuing, everything working. Yes, there's been some comments about why have my pickups and drop-offs the wrong way around. Yeah, guys, I messed up. I didn't think about it that way. When I was thinking Dubai International, it comes from the road comes from the other side, and so yeah, the road setup comes in from this side, and so I was just thinking. And actually, this is split into different levels, so I messed up. I should have thought about that a little bit more. And it's a little bit tedious to try and change it now because we'll create a cross flow. So I don't know if I'm actually going to change it now, but yeah, that's why I messed up. That is effectively the reason behind it. There's still some room to do something in here, and if you have any ideas for that, please put that in the comments. We can have a look at what we can squeeze in. How's this guy doing? 74 minutes. Still needs a few more, but not too much. This one is going okay. I think they're doing well. Are they moving pretty quickly? So if I look at highlight passengers, got a few coming up from the lounge now. That's good. Got still one guy kind of waiting for his pizza, or one girl waiting for finish the dinner or what have you, and making their way over here. Look, if they're at the gate an hour before, we should be fine. We should be fine by any stretch of the imagination. We should be fine. There's still some garbage hanging around. We've got plenty of garbage bins. I think the janitors are just struggling to keep pace. That should be our last passenger. Excellent. And that's like 50 minutes left, right? That's well and truly in time. So let's have a quick look. We had some issues when we started the day. The rest of the day went pretty smoothly, though we didn't have any more 400 plus passenger A380s that came in. So that was a bit of an issue. What I wanted to quickly do is see what our revenue streams are like. Creditworthiness. Oh, I see. So I can take a loan. My credit. I think I read about that in the update. That's something like credit report and things like that. Requires credit reporting research. Negative factors. Ooh, is there research that I'm now missing because of the latest updates? Yes, indeed. So let's squeeze that in. Yeah. So all of the other research is done. So let's have a quick look at that again. So debt income, credit inquiries, repayment history, finance staff, credit history 1%, airport value 0%. Is that because we would owe a lot of money? The P&L. So we've got lots of expenses. Where's our income though? Maybe if we go to day 29 and we'll look at our income over there. So yeah, but there's a lot of construction going on, right? What is our materials? Look at that, $500,000 in materials. So if we didn't do the materials thing, so we bought some fuel, that's fine. So we won't buy fuel every day, so that's okay. That's a once off. Let's have a look at our materials. If we take materials out of the equation, we're still not profitable. Taxes is way too high. Why are we paying this much taxes, guys? Because we've got the whole plot unlocked. That's basically probably why that is. Not too sure how that works. So if we do that, property taxes, land value, tiles, yes. Land improvements. Not sure how the tax exactly works. Not sure I want to figure it out right now. Runway fees and terminal fees is just too low. The terminal fees are pretty good. It's the number of passengers, I'm guessing, that's going through. Yeah, obviously it's number of passengers. It's not guessing it, it's number of passengers. And then the runway fees is the same per flight. And these things need to start, we need to start getting that airline bonus if we want to ever get out of that. Cash flow graph is obviously not too good. What the hell is that? Expenses, that's day 14. It must have been a major expansion that we did. Okay, airport value. Land, foundation, pavement, objects, resources, cash, debt and liabilities, and then revenue adjustment. So at our airport, I need to pay you 9 million to take this airport. Excellent. So that's not quite working. Perfect ops bonus. Oh, excellent. I didn't know they added this. Excellent. So now we can see when we get the perfect op bonuses. Okay, that's fine. So we'll keep an eye on that one now. Well, we're definitely focusing on getting that done. But it's getting close to where we're going to end this episode. So that's fine. Okay, so that's a good look at a few things. Let's quickly have a look at the pricing. I am thinking we should up that kind of a little bit. This is not going to give us much improvement, so that's okay. So let's up that a little bit, and we'll save the new prices there. Fuel services. What is the fuel price at the moment? You should be showing it, right? Market price is pretty low, so if they do get the fuel now at that price, we're actually making some money. Yes, show that there. So 124 is where we make 124, so that's okay. Maintenance, all of these other things, that's okay. I'm not going to go through that in too much detail right now. So okay, people are starting to get in here. I want to have a quick look at the first flights of the day and see if the new information that is now available pretty much throughout. Are we missing one over here? Well, let's get one in there immediately. I had no idea this was, we were still missing out on one over here. So plop one in there, and most certainly plop one in there. I didn't know I missed that, or I forgot about those. Okay, let's go down. There's a fair bit of information. Is there enough? Probably not. Let's get some more info displays up here. Info displays up here. Switch this thing off so I can see what's going on. There. Well, we're getting people coming up the wrong side again. I don't like it. Man, I don't like it. And I can't take that out because of the secure area. That means you can't actually get out. But what I'm wondering is if I don't put it there, if I take that one out and I put it like where? If I put it on the other side, so if I go here and I drop it here, that's still a secure area, so it's not going to be, they're not going to be able to walk through that. Yeah, it's not ideal. Not ideal. And our terminal building is only that big, so if I squeeze it in there potentially, it's not going to do anything different. It's going to, maybe if I drop it there, it's just going to make it easier for them to use it. Okay, so really, I'm a little flabbergasted as to what I'm going to do to get that movement to stop. Really, we need the one-way doors. That's just what it is. Okay, let's have a look at how our flights for the day are starting out. Got in early. This little guy needs to leave at 8, but that's fine. We'd like 2 passengers waiting for. Why are these? These are now slowly starting to... Ooh, 517 at 8:10. This one, where is this flight going? It doesn't actually say, so you don't have that level of detail. But this one, ooh, it's down. So it's still streaming out. Passengers are hanging around, getting into the queues. I'm happy that they are getting into the queues and that boarding has commenced. Okay, let's keep an eye on this thing. There's still like 2 hours left, so I'm not too fussed by what's going on here. Everybody seems to be queuing, getting through here pretty quickly. All of our staff is working. That thing is taking a long time to process people to go down there. I'll tell you that much. So now, if we sell fuel now, we're not actually making any money. Yeah, so the fuel thing, I don't know. Okay, this thing, keep an eye. 2 hours exactly left now, and we've got like 20% of the passengers boarded. Is this operation smooth? Yeah, they have to walk a little bit further away, so potentially if we pull this thing back a little, I don't think I could shorten it from that side. If you pull it back a little to here, it's a closer walk for these guys. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Yeah, and these we're linking up there. Yeah, no, I think it's a decent way of doing it. So now we're getting closer to kind of the halfway mark, and we still have, so the people from the lounge is I think coming up now, or should be. Let's highlight the passengers on this. They are all over the show, with an hour. If we get an hour left, they need to be like here. Otherwise, I don't know, we're never going to make it. Let's just keep an eye on this, finish this one off, see what's going on. Yeah, with an hour left, we still need to board like 200 passengers. And there's only 100 around. So there's 100 missing passengers slowly making their way here. Extra gates, I don't know. process them quicker is not the problem. I think we can process them all in time. What we're not doing is we're not getting them here in time. But with the information signs, I'm hoping we'll get them here quicker. Okay, with 40 minutes left, we've got like 100 guys left, and they're not all here yet. They're not all here yet. Come on, guys, 30 minutes. Okay, hang on. Let's pause this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to assign it to here as well. Okay, and so at least we'll start processing that a little bit quicker. Get this processing, guys. 20 minutes left. Gonna get around the 500 mark, I think, on to be on time, but that's gonna be it. We're not gonna get closer than that. 500 I think is our absolute limit at the moment. Oh, that was close. That was very close. We've got how many passengers missing? No one's missing. They're just here now. There it goes. 2 passengers not on board. Just pause it. Just want to quickly have a look. 100% boarded? Nah. There's 1 person missing. 1 didn't board. And it's 9 minutes late. Yeah, so 500 seems to be our absolute limit at the moment. So that's an annoyance, but that was very close. That was extremely close. That was extremely close. So maybe we just need to make sure that we... Well, the one that just arrived late, so I don't know what else to do about that. Anyway, there we go. Okay, guys, I'm going to put a cut in this episode. We've finished some more flooring, which takes ages. And we've added massive amounts of information in the hope that that helps. And I think it's helping. This was just a massively busy flight. 500 people onto a flight is a crazy amount. So we'll keep going and try and get our operational performance working a little bit better, so we can get those rewards. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the button, leave some comments down below, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.